Obviously, the Arizona Cardinals are purposely losing these games because they are company men for the NFL. Cliff Kingsbury is a company man. Christian Kirk is a company man. Kyler Murray is a company man. It's all red. The Chargers can't win the AFC West. The Chiefs are going to win out. The only team playing at SoFi that can host a playoff game this year is going to be the LA Rams. The Cardinals purposely lost the division to allow Kroenke and Goodell and the owners to have a game hosted at the new $1 billion stadium at Inglewood, California. And Roger Goodell is going to reward the Cardinals with a playoff win in the wild card round and potentially the divisional round against Green Bay for J.J. Watt if the NFL really wants a Cardinals-Bucs NFC Championship game. The Cardinals will finish 11-6. The Cowboys will lose a game to end the season. Dallas, would they really lose to the Eagles? The Dallas Cowboys would lose to the Washington football team. The Arizona Cardinals lose to the Cowboys. The Arizona Cardinals play the Cowboys because Cliff Kingsbury, head coach, and quarterback Kyler Murray are from the state of Texas. And this is where we get the 11-6 Cardinals up against the 12-5 Dallas Cowboys. The Cardinals are 11-6, losing to the Cowboys and being the Seahawks because it is air raid Zona that has Gematria 116. This is precisely the event in which Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray defeat the Dallas Cowboys in the wild card round of the playoffs. It is air raid Zona that is Gematria 116. Cliff Kingsbury and the Cardinals win. They are 12-6 with Coach Kingsbury defeating the Cowboys. The Cowboys is Gematria 45, and this is going to lead into the event in which they could potentially face Aaron Rodgers in the divisional round of the playoffs at Wisconsin. It is also Bucs that has Gematria of 45. The Arizona Cardinals are 3-5 in the playoffs. What are they? 5-3 in the playoffs ever since they opened the University of Phoenix Stadium. The Super Bowl run, then losing to the Saints, and then they lost to the Panthers. What is it? Let me just go to the list of Cardinal seasons quickly. They will defeat the Dallas Cowboys in the divisional round, in the wild card round, that is, of the playoffs for this season. And so, what do we get? So that's 4-2 since they opened University of Phoenix Stadium in the postseason. 4-3, and then 5-3, and then 5-4. And so 6-4, 7-4, 7-5. If they do lose in the NFC Championship game, they would end up defeating the Dallas Cowboys. It is the LA Rams that they're helping out by hosting the playoff game because they're not really rivals, but they're just so-called competitors taking part of the same entity that is the National Football League. Remember that the Super Bowl is going to be hosted at Los Angeles, and this is when Mike McCarthy has a 10-9 record in the postseason as the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And we can go to Dak Prescott too. This is another thing that we have to think about. Prescott has Gematria 116. This is why he's going up against the air raid Zona. And more to come on the Cardinals-Cowboys playoff game. We can go to the Cardinals-Cowboys playoff series to get an early snapshot about what we can expect for the postseason. Win number 34 for the Cardinals comes against the Cowboys in return for helping the LA Rams host the playoff game. Because it is LA Rams and the owner and operator of the stadium, Stan Kroenke, that has Gematria of 34. And the playoff record of the Cardinals is 7-9 ever since they moved to the state of Arizona. And I can fully expect 8-9 on the way for Arizona because of the Super Bowl hosted at Los Angeles, California. So the NFL is rigged. They want the Rams to host a playoff game. In return, they give the Cardinals a playoff win, potentially a deep playoff run. And this doesn't matter to the Cardinals because they play better on the road anyways. And so this shows you how the NFL is completely rigged and completely scripted, how these are company men. Arizona should be 8-2 on the road. I have to figure out what is the meaning of 8-2 when we break this all down, when they head over to face off the Packers. And I think I know exactly what is going on. Green Bay Packers abbreviations as Gematria of 82. So that is what we have to look out for the divisional round of the playoffs. And we got to obviously see how the seeding of the other teams turns out.